Welcome to Twig Your Man channel, where we harness the powerful wisdom of stoicism to transform our daily lives. Today we tackle the bold and liberating topic of ignoring others' opinions. As Ralph Waldo Emerson declared, "What I must do is all that concerns me, not what the people think." This profound reminder urges us to focus solely on our own journey amidst a sea of unsolicited advice and relentless noise. In this video, we will uncover how deliberately ignoring certain voices can preserve our mental peace and empower us to live authentically. Have you ever felt crushed by the avalanche of others' expectations and opinions? How has this stifled your personal and professional growth? Share your experiences in the comments, and let's dive into how practicing selective ignorance can lead to greater happiness and inner peace. Join me as we cut through the external clamor to amplify our inner voice, guiding us to true fulfillment. Remember, not every opinion deserves our attention. Mastering the art of filtering out the noise is essential for maintaining stoic tranquility in our hectic lives. Let's get started. In an age where opinions are readily available through the vast reaches of the internet, it's easy to let the barrage of voices influence our thoughts and actions. From online forums to social media, we are bombarded with a constant stream of views, often from anonymous sources, which can impact our decision-making. While considering different perspectives can be valuable, relying too heavily on them can undermine our personal autonomy and lead to a loss of self-direction. Ralph Waldo Emerson, a prominent advocate of individualism, strongly opposed the tendency to conform to societal norms. In Self-Reliance, he argues that our internal guidance is the most trustworthy path in life. He believes that true fulfillment and wisdom come from listening to our inner voices rather than following external advice or societal expectations. Emerson famously stated, "What I must do is all that concerns me, not what the people think," highlighting the significance of personal conviction over public opinion. While recognizing the difficulty of this principle, as it is often easier to let others define our responsibilities, Emerson insists that the genuine insights we gain from introspection far outweigh the value of others' opinions. By intentionally ignoring external influences, especially from those who attempt to dictate our choices, we can clear away the noise that drowns out our true selves. Emerson also acknowledges that solitude can provide a temporary respite from societal pressures, but the real challenge is staying true to oneself amidst external chaos. In today's complex world where the pressure to conform is intense, Emerson's call for self-reliance is increasingly pertinent. Quiet self-reflection allows us to connect with our core values and desires, leading to authentic and fulfilling lives. Echoing this sentiment, Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This reinforces the Stoic belief in self-sufficiency and inner strength. In a time dominated by external validation and societal approval, embracing Emerson's ideals can transform our lives. It encourages us to trust our intuition, value our judgments, and lead lives that are both authentic and profoundly satisfying. Emerson's wisdom offers a clear path for reclaiming individuality and navigating life with confidence, bridging the past and present in an ongoing dialogue about personal growth and self-reliance. In today's digital age, technology's influence on our daily lives is immense, connecting people worldwide through advanced communication tools. From the nostalgic charm of handwritten letters to the instant connections of video calls and messaging apps, staying in touch has become remarkably easy. Active participation on social media platforms opens up a wide array of connections, making global interaction seamless. Your smartphone has become more than just a device. It's an extension of your body, constantly buzzing with notifications and updates, providing instant access to endless information. However, this perpetual connectivity, despite its benefits, has introduced a pervasive layer of distraction that invades our personal space and disrupts our tranquility. Studies highlight a concerning trend. Heavy social media use is linked to numerous psychological issues, including anxiety, depression, insomnia, and stress. Research from the U.S. National Library of Medicine shows a strong correlation between extensive digital engagement and declines in overall happiness and mental well-being. Consider Alex, a project manager constantly glued to his smartphone, with notifications shaping his day from urgent emails to social media alerts. Over time, Alex notices a decline in his concentration and an increase in stress. To find relief, he adopts Stoic principles, focusing on controlling his reactions and finding inner peace. Alex decides to limit his digital interactions, turning off non-essential notifications, scheduling specific times for emails, and reducing social media use. This shift leads to significant improvements in his mental clarity and stress levels, reinforcing the Stoic belief that peace comes from within. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by your phone's constant demands? Imagine the potential benefits of stepping back from digital distractions, even for just one day. In our interconnected world, technology offers many benefits but also complicates our lives. By adopting the Stoic practice of selective attention, we can focus on what truly enriches us and let go of unnecessary distractions, thereby reclaiming our mental peace. Reflect on what you might gain by reducing digital noise. Have you noticed the overwhelming barrage of stimuli, especially from social media, shaping our mental landscape? Studies linking prolonged social media use to mental health issues should not surprise us. The constant bombardment of information competes for our attention and subtly erodes our self-esteem. While engaging, social media often serves as amplified human noise, adding to our already cluttered environment. Recognizing this, we can see the value in the art of ignoring as a modern form of stoicism. Turning off our smartphones and TVs, we move toward tranquility. Imagine the profound peace you could achieve by muting the virtual voices clamoring for your attention. How freeing would it be to shift from being controlled by technology to embodying the serene composure of a sage? Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Embracing the Stoic principle of selective attention allows us to consciously choose our focus, filtering out unnecessary noise. This practice is not about isolation, but about prioritizing mental peace over societal distractions. Imagine the changes in your life if you adopted this Stoic approach. Could you gain clarity and a renewed sense of purpose by ignoring what doesn't matter? Consider the value of silence and stillness. This practice is not about retreating from the world, but reclaiming your mental space to concentrate on what truly matters. By deliberately stepping back from the noise, you can rediscover inner peace and align with your core values and aspirations, living less reactively and more intentionally. In a world obsessed with loudness and urgency, choosing what to ignore can be revolutionary. Simplifying your digital interactions can deepen the quality of your real-life connections. Seneca wisely noted, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future." How might your life improve if you reduced the noise and focused on the present moment? This is a practical invitation to experiment with the art of ignoring, paving the way to genuine peace and fulfillment. In our digital age, where opinions are louder and more numerous, maintaining composure is especially challenging for those in the public eye. Adopting a Stoic approach to ignore critics and focus on personal growth is incredibly beneficial. This timeless wisdom is particularly relevant for men navigating middle age. Consider the experience of a content creator who frequently encounters harsh criticism intended to belittle rather than engage constructively. Initially overwhelming, these negative interactions were eventually dismissed through reflection and experience, understanding that visibility often invites unwarranted attacks. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus advised anticipating and disregarding trivial disruptions in our pursuit of virtue. He likened this to an ancient Roman bathhouse where encountering rudeness is inevitable. Achieving peace doesn't mean changing the environment, but rather adjusting our reactions to it. This mindset is crucial when dealing with modern platforms like YouTube, where trolling is as common as water in a bathhouse. Why do the harsh opinions of others impact us so much? It's often because we place more importance on their views than on our self-assessment. This desire for universal approval is unrealistic and unattainable. Recognizing that some will harbor ill will regardless of our actions can free us from the exhausting cycle of seeking everyone's approval. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, noted, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality," emphasizing that our struggles often arise from mismanaged thoughts rather than real events. Ignoring detractors not only conserves energy but also preserves peace of mind. Engaging with every critic or trying to please every detractor is futile, like catching smoke with bare hands. It's crucial to understand that most negative feedback, especially from persistent adversaries, aims to provoke rather than guide. Incorporating Stoic principles into daily life, especially online, involves viewing criticism as trivial and temporary. Over time, the sting of harsh words lessens, allowing us to focus on constructive feedback. Remember the Stoic practice of distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. Apply this to both online and personal interactions. Doing so not only enriches your life but also sets an example of composure and resilience for others. Let the wise words of Marcus Aurelius guide you. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Embrace this philosophy as a trusted guide through life's complexities, empowering you to thrive amidst adversity and maintain tranquility amid chaos. In today's fast-paced digital era, attention is an incredibly valuable resource. Every day, various entities compete for our attention. Corporations through advertisements, social media influencers aiming to boost their popularity, television networks seeking higher ratings, and employers demanding our time and energy to enhance their bottom lines. Unfortunately, we often receive minimal benefits in return, squandering our attention on low-value activities such as watching unproductive TV shows, engaging in pointless conversations, or endlessly scrolling through social media feeds, feeling inadequate compared to the curated lives we see. This misallocation of attention depletes our mental energy and takes away from time that could be spent on activities that truly matter for personal growth and fulfillment. Think about your personal goals and creative projects. They require significant focus and mental investment. How can you achieve your dreams if your attention is scattered across trivial engagements? For example, when I was developing this educational channel in 2019, I consciously chose to minimize distractions, limiting both online and offline interactions to focus solely on my goals. Ignoring the doubts and distractions, even well-meaning ones, allowed me to concentrate fully on creating something meaningful. This strategy of selective engagement is not new. It has been practiced by many successful figures throughout history. J.K. Rowling secluded herself in cafes to write the Harry Potter series. Nikola Tesla spent hours in solitude to develop groundbreaking technologies. And Noah, despite widespread doubt, focused unwaveringly on building his ark. What could you achieve if you mastered the art of selectively ignoring the unnecessary? Consider the projects you could complete. the personal milestones you could reach, and the growth you could experience if you learned to channel your attention wisely. Ignoring the unnecessary isn't about completely withdrawing from the world, but about making strategic choices regarding what to engage with. This mindset applies not only to significant projects or life-changing decisions, but also to the everyday choices that shape our lives incrementally. Every decision about where to direct your attention influences the direction of your life. Focusing on meaningful activities isn't just about achieving goals. It's about creating a life that aligns with your values and brings fulfillment. As you navigate the modern world's distractions, ask yourself if your focus is bringing you closer to your desired life. Each moment spent on distractions is a moment lost in building the life you envision. Reflect on how you can better allocate your attention today. How will you prioritize your mental space and energy to foster personal growth and pursue what truly matters? This conscious choice is the first step toward a more focused and purposeful life. In our hyper-connected world, the concept of friendship and meaningful relationships is often muddled by the sheer volume of daily interactions. While social media is a powerful tool for connectivity, it tends to foster surface-level interactions. One might have thousands of followers and numerous online connections, yet lack a single profound friendship. This issue isn't confined to the digital realm. Offline, many people spread their social efforts thinly across numerous acquaintances instead of cultivating deeper, more meaningful relationships. Is it beneficial to spread our social investments wide rather than deep? While diversification works in financial portfolios to manage risk, it doesn't necessarily pay off in our social lives. Numerous yet shallow interactions often serve limited purposes, facilitating small talk or enhancing our social media personas. But what happens in moments of real need? Consider the implications of living a life filled with superficial connections. You might be surrounded by people, label many as friends, or even be married, yet still lack genuine intimacy and support. A marriage might exist in name and form, where partners are valued for their display or financial convenience. But what does it feel like to live that reality? To have a partner for show but no one to lean on when times are tough? Marcus Aurelius once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This Stoic insight underscores the potential benefits of tuning out superficial relationships and focusing inward. By ignoring the many and nurturing a few genuine connections, we might find greater satisfaction and stability. How often do you consider the depth of your relationships? Are you content with the wide reach of your social network, or do you crave more meaningful connections? Reflecting on these questions might prompt you to rethink how you allocate your social energy and guide you toward more fulfilling interactions. As we explore this topic, I encourage you to engage actively, ponder the scenarios presented, and think deeply about what truly enriches your life. Remember the wisdom of Epictetus. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Listen to your inner voice as we delve into the benefits of sometimes choosing to ignore the many to better appreciate the few. In the Stoic tradition, selective engagement is both practical and philosophical. Marcus Aurelius remarked, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Applying this wisdom shows that ignoring some people isn't about disdain, but about wisely investing our emotional and cognitive resources. It's about focusing on relationships that genuinely add value to our lives, those that foster trust, growth, tolerance, and mutual respect. Although it might seem counterintuitive in a society that equates more friends and followers with success, the depth of our relationships significantly impacts our happiness and growth. Practically speaking, this means recognizing that we can't form deep connections with everyone we meet. By choosing to engage deeply with fewer people, we create the space to cultivate relationships that truly matter. This strategy isn't just about managing our social energy, but also about enriching our lives with meaningful interactions that encourage mutual growth and understanding. Therefore, the art of ignoring, guided by Stoic principles, isn't a cold dismissal but a thoughtful selection process. It's about consciously choosing to bypass fleeting or shallow interactions in favor of depth and quality. In today's digital world, where distractions abound and attention is incredibly valuable, the teachings of the Stoics are more pertinent than ever. They remind us to treat our attention as our most precious resource and to invest it judiciously. By applying Stoic wisdom to modern life, we discover that ignoring certain social distractions can lead to a more focused and enriched existence. This practice helps us tune out the noise that clutters our days and focus on the experiences that truly nourish our souls. As we navigate our busy lives, it's essential to remember that the quality of our connections defines our life's quality. Embracing this idea brings a deeper sense of satisfaction and contentment, demonstrating that sometimes less is indeed more. This perspective is not merely philosophical. It's a practical guide for thriving in our complex world. It encourages us to value ourselves and our time enough to choose, unapologetically, the relationships that best serve us. Moving forward, let's have the courage to wisely ignore, embracing the freedom and peace that come from selecting quality over quantity. Next, let's delve into strategies for maintaining composure and focus by effectively ignoring situations or people that disrupt our peace. This is especially relevant for men aged 30 to 65, who often juggle many responsibilities requiring resilience and wisdom. Throughout life, we encounter individuals and challenges that can drain our energy or disturb our peace. Adopting the Stoic philosophy, particularly its teachings on managing our reactions to others, offers a profound way to maintain serenity amidst social challenges. This approach resonates with the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, who wisely advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The most straightforward way to apply this Stoic principle is by strategically avoiding contact with those who disrupt our peace. If someone consistently causes discomfort, maintaining physical and emotional distance is crucial. This approach isn't about evasion, but about wisely choosing where to invest our energy. For example, if a bothersome colleague often uses the company cafeteria, consider changing your lunchtime routine or finding a different place to eat. Similarly, if you know a disruptive individual will attend an event, it might be wise to make alternative plans that better align with your peace of mind. Beyond avoidance, it's beneficial to focus on positive interactions and engaging activities. Deeply immersing ourselves in hobbies, professional tasks, or spending time with supportive friends and family can strengthen our mental state and minimize the impact of less pleasant individuals. This approach is about more than just maintaining peace. It's about fostering a life that emphasizes personal growth and happiness. As Seneca wisely advised, associate with people who are likely to improve you. By concentrating on interactions with those who uplift and inspire, we enhance our resilience and joy. To integrate this philosophy into modern life, think about the choices we constantly make regarding how and with whom we spend our time. The act of ignoring, when done wisely, is an active decision to direct our lives toward greater harmony and productivity. It's about consciously choosing not to let others' behaviors dictate our emotional state, ensuring that we maintain control over our life's narrative. Let us move forward with the wisdom of Epictetus, who reminds us that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By mastering the art of ignoring what doesn't serve our highest good, we not only preserve our peace but also enhance our potential to live a fulfilling and stoic life. Navigating the complexities of interpersonal interactions is challenging. Sometimes, the wisest action is to distance yourself from conversations that no longer contribute to your peace of mind. We all experience those moments when it's clear that someone simply can't or won't understand our perspective, no matter how hard we try to explain. In such cases, stepping away is not only acceptable but necessary. For example, if a colleague persistently criticizes your personal choices, and you've tried to stay calm and avoid confrontation but they continue, a measured response can provide an escape. You might say, "I value your opinion, but I really do not need it, and I am on my own path," and then gracefully exit the conversation. This approach is about choosing your battles wisely, not avoiding dialogue. Why is the Stoic practice of ignoring beneficial in modern life? Think about a day filled with back-to-back meetings, a barrage of notifications, and an endless to-do list. The ability to ignore and selectively disengage can be a superpower, allowing you to conserve your energy for what truly matters: your well-being, major projects, and loved ones. But how does this apply to everyday life? Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the numerous demands on your attention? It might be time to assess where you can apply this principle. Could you benefit from setting boundaries with a demanding friend or filtering out the noise of social media? Imagine the positive changes if you prioritized your peace over trying to please everyone. Let's conclude with a story that illustrates this concept. Imagine Sarah, a project manager juggling a high-stakes project at work while planning her wedding. Amidst this, a colleague questions her decision to work remotely 2 days a week, a choice crucial for her mental health and productivity. Initially, Sarah engages, trying to justify her schedule. However, she soon realizes this conversation is draining her energy and contributing nothing to her well-being or the project's success. She decides to politely but firmly end the discussion, focusing instead on her priorities. This decision not only preserves her energy but also reinforces her autonomy in managing her personal and professional life. So, where could ignoring be the key to maintaining your focus and serenity? Could this practice enhance your effectiveness and happiness? In conclusion, learning to ignore certain interactions is not about promoting rudeness or indifference, but about exercising personal discretion to conserve your emotional and mental resources. It's a skill that, when mastered, can lead to profound personal growth in a more focused pursuit of your goals. Remember, not every battle is worth fighting, and not every conversation deserves your precious time. Choose wisely and thrive. Imagine navigating the turbulent waters of daily life, where every interaction and every piece of feedback could sway your course. How do you maintain your path without being influenced by everyone else's opinions? The answer lies in a powerful Stoic principle: the selective attention to others' opinions. Why should you, as a modern Stoic, consider ignoring certain opinions and criticisms? Not all judgments or critiques are rooted in truth or relevance to your personal journey. Your intuition and personal insight play crucial roles in discerning which pieces of feedback can constructively contribute to your growth and which should be disregarded. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." This quote underscores the importance of filtering out noise that doesn't serve your higher objectives. Reflect on moments when criticism felt particularly harsh or misguided. Were those comments truly about your actions, or were they more about the other person's perceptions and issues? Smart listening involves engaging selectively with feedback, absorbing what improves your character and performance while letting go of negativity that doesn't align with your core values. Each of us is unique, with our own identities and paths to forge. Striving to meet someone else's ideal is not only exhausting but also contrary to Stoic teachings that emphasize authenticity and self-sufficiency. By embracing your individuality, you can inspire others to appreciate your uniqueness rather than molding yourself to fit their expectations. If you find yourself discounted or undervalued by others, consider overlooking these slights. As Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, advised, if you hear that someone is speaking ill of you, instead of trying to defend yourself, you should say, "He obviously does not know me very well since there are so many other faults he could have mentioned." Now, take a moment to reflect. When have you allowed others' opinions to overly influence your decisions? What might you have done differently if you had adhered more strictly to your Stoic principles? By contemplating this question, you engage in a dialogue with yourself, exploring deeper understandings and applications of Stoic wisdom in your life. In life's journey, adopting the Stoic practice of selective attention to opinions can foster a more peaceful and focused existence. It's about discerning when to listen and when to ignore, keeping your mind serene and your spirit resilient amidst the world's noise. In our daily lives, where both fleeting and profound interactions shape our experiences, mastering the art of selective attention is crucial. This is especially important for men aged 30 to 65, who can greatly benefit from ignoring trivial disturbances. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This ancient wisdom highlights the serenity that comes from focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the inconsequential. Disregarding nuisances or those who disrupt our peace is about guarding our mental spaces, not about indifference. By overlooking minor grievances, we conserve energy and cultivate a tranquil mental environment. This principle is illustrated by the story of the old fisherman who, despite the stormy jeers of the sea, cast his nets only where he knew the waters were rich with fish. His selective engagement with the environment exemplifies the Stoic virtue of focusing on fruitful endeavors while ignoring barren distractions. Looking back can feel like gazing into a rearview mirror while trying to move forward. It's informative but potentially distracting. The past, with its mix of shadows and sunlight, offers lessons learned and opportunities missed. As we mature, hindsight often reveals the futility of holding on to old grievances. Each misstep and failure in our younger years is not just a regret but a stepping stone to greater wisdom. The adage, "Do not be disturbed by past follies." Instead, use them as the soil to grow your future successes, beautifully encapsulates this mindset. We must view our past not as a chain that binds us but as a ladder that helps us climb to new heights. In modern life, where past mistakes can be incessantly replayed on the digital stage, it's essential to disconnect from these loops. By choosing to ignore these old echoes, we free ourselves to craft a present rich with new meaning. Here is practical advice for today's Stoic. Engage with the present moment with full attention. Use the lessons of the past as guidance, not as a constraint. As you navigate the complexities of modern relationships and responsibilities, remember that inner peace will influence all aspects of your life. Weave Stoic wisdom into the fabric of your daily life. By focusing selectively, using the past as a guide rather than a shackle, and fully engaging with the present, you not only enhance your life but also enrich those around you. This practice, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, provides a robust framework for not just enduring but thriving amid the relentless pace of modern life. In our fast-paced world, it's crucial to sift through the clutter and prioritize what truly matters. Consider someone who juggles too many tasks, ending up frustrated and unable to manage everything effectively. This common scenario has a powerful Stoic solution: the art of strategic ignorance. Declutter not just your workspace, but also your mind and priorities. In both personal and professional life, knowing what to focus on and what to ignore can make a significant difference. Start by eliminating unnecessary worries and baseless thoughts. By shedding these non-essentials, you lighten your physical and mental load. The secret to happiness might be hidden in unexpected places. It's often found not in wealth or profound success, but in the satisfaction and simplicity of life. It's about feeling content with who you are and overlooking trivial details to fully embrace life. Let me share a story that perfectly illustrates this point. Sarah, a project manager, felt overwhelmed with work tasks and stressed about minor issues at home. Her mentor, a seasoned stoic, advised her to practice strategic ignorance by deliberately ignoring things that didn't align with her primary goals. Sarah silenced her phone notifications during deep work sessions and stopped stressing over little things, like maintaining a perfectly clean house. The result? Her productivity soared, and she became more present and joyful in her daily life. How can you apply this to your own life? What minor nuisances or needless worries could you start ignoring to enhance your focus and well-being? Reflecting on these questions encourages introspection, the first step toward meaningful change. Remember the profound lesson here. Happiness and contentment often lie beyond the clutter of life's little worries. By mastering the art of ignoring the unnecessary, we open doors to a more fulfilling and serene existence. The Stoic practice not only simplifies your life but also enriches it, allowing you to focus on what truly matters: your personal growth, your peace of mind, and your journey to a contented life. As we conclude today's discussion on the Stoic practice of selective attention, remember that your peace of mind and happiness depend largely on where and how you choose to invest your attention. It's okay to be discerning about the interactions you engage in and the influences you allow into your life. Reflect on your daily routine and consider areas where you could benefit from applying selective attention. Could ignoring certain distractions enhance your focus and well-being? Try it out and see the difference it makes. We'd love to hear your experiences and thoughts in the comments. Let's create a community where we can learn from each other's journeys in adopting Stoicism in our daily lives. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe to Twig Your Man for more tips on living a more fulfilling and peaceful life. Remember, sometimes the key to happiness lies in knowing what to ignore. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay stoic.